Thank you for your warm hospitality during my stay in San Jose, as well as your recommendations for shooting locations. My staff members are now narrowing the options down to only a few locations. That will allow us to finish the shoot in a shorter amount of time. I will show you the completed video as soon as possible. I'm certain that we can make a good promotional video for the new product. In addition, I really appreciate your kindness and giving me some information on sightseeing. I enjoyed visiting several spots, including City Center Tower and the Night View. After the shooting project is over, I'm going to visit the Central Zoo, too. This is just a quick note to say what a fantastic time I had last night. The service was great, and your homemade wine was excellent. I think everyone there agrees with me. Also, I was impressed with the healthy dishes you served us. I especially love the blueberry cheese smoothie. Although I felt it didn't taste good at first, I gradually came to like it, and now I make it myself for breakfast. I'd like to express my thanks for teaching me my new favorite recipe. I'm afraid I cannot come to the restaurant very frequently. The next time I am in Santa Barbara, however, I'll definitely come in to have dinner. I hope your second restaurant will open in my town, Cambria. Thank you again. We at Giant Software very much enjoyed having you as an intern over the summer. We trust you also found the experience beneficial. Your direct supervisor, Dale Renton, was very impressed by your work and problem-solving skills, which he believed were far superior to the other interns. For that reason, we would like to offer you a place on Giant's graduate training program beginning at the end of next month. This is a one-year course with full salary, which may lead to the offer of a position in management. I have attached the full details and an application form. If you find the terms acceptable, kindly return the form to me by October 31st. Reynolds Manufacturing is pleased to offer our employees a new company savings plan. In cooperation with Reynolds Credit Union, employees may now have money deducted directly from their paychecks and put into a special account. We have a variety of special accounts from which to choose. Please refer to the enclosed brochure for more information. This is a relatively painless way to save, and we appreciate the credit union's support in assisting all of us in the difficult task of putting aside money for the future. If you have further questions or want to enroll in a specific plan, please call Mr. Lee at the credit union at 987-555-5678. New York, the 20th of February. Hastings Department Stores just announced plans for a massive development into the European and Asian markets. The expansion includes stores in Rome, London, Paris, and Tokyo. Vice President Ryan Moore commented on the impressive plans. We have been successful for over 50 years and are excited to take our success to other markets. To assist us with this venture, we are thrilled to have hired Janet Hansen. Janet Hansen comes with over 20 years of experience in department store mergers and acquisitions. Recently, she completed a store expansion for Fielding Incorporated in London. Ms. Hansen said, I am excited to return to the European and Asian markets. At a meeting held today, TNGP Corporation's Board of Directors approved the appointment of C.J. Chan, Vice President of LaCoon Limited, as TNGP's President and Chief Executive Officer. Mr. Chan expressed that he is honored to accept the significant responsibility of leading TNGP. He also shared his commitment to achieve his goals. At a joint conference held on April 5th, LaCoon and TNGP announced a strategic alliance between the two companies, marking the beginning of a new chapter in TNGP's history. As part of the strategy to enhance TNGP's financial structure, the company is planning to introduce an incentive stock option to motivate its employees and achieve higher performance. Mr. Chan is also scheduled to host a formal dialogue with TNGP executives on a weekly basis, saying that through the efforts of all employees across all levels of the company, TNGP will overcome its challenges and achieve great success in the near future. Are you interested in sharing your love for our beautiful city while also learning about a different culture? Then perhaps you'd like to open your home and open your arms to welcome a visitor from Cheltenham's Malaysian sister city of Kuching. The Cheltenham Friendship Association is looking for 20 families who can offer a room in their home to teenagers coming here to study English and sample the British way of life. For example, you might want to take them to a soccer match. Previous participating families have reported having a wonderful hosting experience. You can meet some of them and get all the details you need by coming to our information evening in Wexbridge Community Hall on March 15th. Call 953-555-5933 to register. Take a trip over to Rockstar's Indoor Rock Climbing Center in Charleston and experience the thrill of an activity exploding in popularity. We have simple vertical climbs for beginners and more challenging terrains to test your skills and determination. Push yourself to the limit by hanging 10 meters high from just your fingertips. But don't worry, Rockstars employs a team of expert instructors who are focused on your safety and enjoyment. You will receive training in rope techniques, and even if you fall, you'll simply drop onto one of our huge blue mats. Bookings for children's birthday parties and company team building events are possible. Groups of 10 or more receive free equipment rentals. Visit our website at www.rockstarsclimb.org for full details and amazing photos of the facility. Marcos International Asia, MIA, is seeking applicants for the position of Public Relations Officer at our Beijing office. The candidate must have at least 3 years of experience in PR or a relevant field and a bachelor's degree. Knowledge of Asian consumer trends and communication skills are highly desirable. Also, the ability to speak fluently in English and Chinese would be preferable. Candidates should access our website, www.marcosinternationalasia.com, and apply for this position by November 30th. Only those who pass the screening process will be contacted by email. Please note that we do not accept telephone inquiries. MIA has operated all over the world, in America, China, France, and Japan, and was recently chosen among the most remarkable emerging companies in the world. This email is about your overdue rent. We have already sent you several emails in the past 3 months, but as of October 10th, we have not received any reply nor payment. If you have any particular reason which prevents the payment, please call me anytime from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or reply to this email. If I do not receive any reply this month, I will have to initiate legal proceedings. I would like to continue your contract, so I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. On August 1st, from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., an evacuation drill will be conducted in this building. Our performance during an emergency is only as good as our basic level of training. Therefore, periodic practice is critical for real emergencies. On that day, all the occupants and visitors of the building must participate in this drill. Everyone must leave the building as soon as the alarm bell rings, slowly following the evacuation route. You cannot use the elevator during the evacuation drill. This may cause you a little inconvenience, but it is an important opportunity to identify any weaknesses in case of an emergency. The procedure summary will be delivered to you next week. Please read through it before August 1st. Online retailer Fast Technos Incorporated today announced plans to hire an additional 200 employees at its warehouse in Cumbria and at its Center for Online Operations in London. The company, which specializes in cheap, easily replaceable mobile devices such as music players and tablets, has seen massive growth in recent years as consumers turn to low-spec, affordable technology. This has been achieved in spite of a global downturn in spending. The recruitment process is expected to start in May, and Fast Technos CEO Ali Safar, whose family lives in Cumbria, has stated he wants most of the warehouse hires to come from long-term unemployed people living in the local area. The firm's share price rose 1.2% on the news in early trading. Beginning next weekend, Pearly City Transit will have a series of full weekend closedowns on Wilson Street between 1st and 3rd Avenues and on 2nd Avenue between Broadway and Main Street to perform piling and decking work for the underground station of the Pearly City Transit project. The weekend shutdowns will begin Friday, December 9th at 6 p.m. and will remain in place until 5 a.m. on Monday, December 12th. The closure will occur every weekend during the same time period through March of next year, excluding the Christmas and New Year's holiday weekends. However, during the street shutdown, local access for businesses, residents, and emergency responders will be made available. The Pearly City Transit project will continue to make announcements as street closings occur. Worldwide Tourism will offer an adventurous trip to cross the deserts in Africa. Participants will view various natural landscapes and experience survival activities, including a camel ride and camping. Although the trip will not be easygoing, our experienced guides will ensure that everyone can complete it safely. You can read past participants' reviews on our website, www.wwt-centralafrica.com. Participants can also enjoy meals that are unique to each region. They are not only tasty, but are not available elsewhere. The trip will be available from April. You can make a reservation at our local office or through our website starting February 1st. Milan, the 21st of October. Interfoods Incorporated announced today that its CEO, Daniel Russo, will be stepping down after 7 years as the head of Italy's second-largest food producer. Mr. Russo publicly apologized in March this year when Interfoods had stopped producing ham products for a month due to a breakdown in plant operations caused by lack of maintenance. Shortly after, he changed the factory manager and introduced new production equipment. Interfoods stressed that Mr. Russo's decision to leave the firm was unrelated to the trouble. In a statement, the company said, "Daniel Russo has led Interfoods through some difficult times and made us a much stronger and more efficient organization. The board thanks him for his excellent work." Mr. Russo, who has over 30 years of experience in the food industry, will be joining Sano Foods in a consulting role. I would like to inform you about the renewal of our website. We have been operating our website ever since this company was established, but we have decided to modify the design to keep up with current trends. The grand renewal date is May 1st. The new website is very simple with fewer buttons. From the top page, customers can order items with only 3 clicks. Also, your staff members can understand which page customers are seeing. That means it's easier to respond to customers' questions. We are now in the last stage of an internal check of the operation. Before this change, I would like to inform you that we will have server maintenance on the last day of this month. It is scheduled to be conducted from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m., but possibly it will take longer. You will not be able to send emails during this time. I'd appreciate it if you would inform your staff members of this matter. I don't think your work will be disturbed during this time. Should you have any inconvenience, please let me know by tomorrow noon. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. The north and east exits on the first floor of the mall will be closed until the new 3-story parking garage is completed. Because of the construction, several stores and services have moved to the second and third floors. Please refer to the following directory of the stores that have relocated during the construction. We hope you enjoy your visit to High Hills Mall. It has come to my attention that some employees have been leaving food on their desks overnight. Due to the high temperatures in the office during the summer nights, the air conditioning system is turned off at 10 p.m. Not disposing of food results in a bad smell in the morning. Moreover, these leftovers may attract pests, which is something we need to avoid at all costs. I am therefore asking all employees to either take any food home with them or throw it away in the large kitchen trash can. Use this one only, as the others in the office do not have secure lids. Additionally, it seems that many people are putting plastic drink bottles in the refrigerator, then forgetting about them. This morning, the refrigerator was completely full of plastic bottles with no space for anyone to keep their lunch. From now on, all bottles left in the refrigerator will be thrown out by me in the morning unless your name or initials are written on them. Please consider the needs of your fellow employees when using the kitchen facilities. We would like to inform you that Relax Time Cafe will be relocating next month to the following address: 123 6th Street, Melbourne, Florida, 32904, in front of Dozen Street Station's north exit. As you probably already know, we have been planning to relocate our facility since last year. Considering that areas near train stations are far more easily accessible than our current location, we did not hesitate to grab the opportunity when a space near the station became available for lease. In light of this, the cafe will be closed from May 20th to May 31st for the relocation. It will then be reopening on June 1st, Monday, at the new site. Given this situation, we request that deliveries of our usual produce supplies be halted during this time. We are planning for the last delivery to be made at our current address on Magnolia Street on May 19th. Ms. Nanami Yaguchi, our purchasing manager, will be sending you an email within a week to discuss this matter further. As for our contact details, we will inform you of our new landline phone number as soon as it is set up. You will not be able to reach us via landline during the aforementioned relocation period, but please rest assured you can still contact us through our staff mobile numbers. It has been a great pleasure working with Purée for these past 5 years, and we look forward to many more to come. Today, we received your check in the mail for $1,200. Thank you for the deposit. Your name has been added to the European Highlights Tour, and your application form has been forwarded to our Switzerland office. Your flights are confirmed with Eastern Airlines, and you will be departing New Jersey on December 1st. As this is your first time traveling with our company, there are a few important things to consider. So please keep this checklist in mind. 1. We recommend one large suitcase and a small carry-on, which is easier to store during the journey. 2. Meals are not included in this tour package. If you wish to include this daily option, an additional $300 deposit is required. A check can be mailed to the same address you used before. 3. Travel insurance is mandatory and must be purchased for $120 per person. 4. Warm clothing is recommended at this time of year. However, jackets and sweaters can be rented at the hotel in Europe for a small fee if desired. For more information on your tour and a list of additional guidelines, a travel brochure is available. If you would like a copy for your records, please call the Customer Service Department at 201-555-1001. Our agents will be more than happy to assist you. You can also visit our website at www.beyondborders.com, which includes great tips for our international clients. Thank you for choosing Beyond Borders. It is our privilege to serve you. I spoke with you at the Seattle City-sponsored Business Placement Seminar. I enjoyed talking with you about future business opportunities, and I was impressed with your sincere attitude toward creating a better product. I am writing about the very product you showed me at the venue. I talked with my supervisor about it, and he would like to obtain more information about the latest business conversation learning software. I felt that your software would be best for our new employees to learn how to handle phone calls, from correct telephone manners to appropriate conversations with clients. Recently, there have been increasing complaints from customers about our staff members' lack of telephone manners. I'm concerned that this will eventually hurt our company image. So I'm considering introducing the software for training new employees. I'd appreciate it if you could send a detailed price list and manuals to the following address: Suite 987, 2020 First Avenue, Seattle. As you mentioned at the venue, I'd appreciate it if you could give us a discount. September 2nd. Weekly running events being held at Castleford's largest park are proving so popular that organizers say they may need to cancel them unless more volunteers are found. The 5-kilometer so-called park runs focus on enjoyment and staying fit rather than competitive racing, and take place on gently sloping courses throughout the scenic woodland area of Castleford Country Park. They were set up by the Castleford City Council 3 years ago to give citizens an introduction to running and promote a healthy lifestyle. The Sunday events now attract upwards of 300 runners, and city officials say a minimum of 20 security guards are needed to ensure the safety of the participants. That number is often hard to reach. Melanie Pierce, who runs with her 9-year-old daughter, said, "These events are a real motivator for me to get out, meet new people, and improve my fitness. I was shocked to hear they might stop. I've joined the event as a security guard twice, and I think everyone should take turns volunteering in order to keep the races going." However, Raheem Geitlin, a city official, states, "We want to get the volunteer numbers up, but the best way of doing this is to gently encourage runners and also local residents to lend a hand." If you are interested in helping out at park runs, go to www.castleford.org/parkrun for more details. Seoul, 4th of April. A week ago, Beverly Colors Fashion Industry, BCFI, released the new summer collection of their most successful brand, Bees Line. BCFI also announced that this time the company decided to make it a limited edition, which caused turmoil among Bees Line fans. BCFI has never produced a limited edition before. Various boutiques in Seoul confirmed that they have ordered a larger quantity of clothing this time. Nobody doubts the quality, so sales have been strong over the first week. The clothes were gone from the shelves by the end of each day. BCFI's new strategy is something they have never tried before, but it worked perfectly, said Gerda Tutti, an economic strategist at Harbor University in California, U.S. It's a great example of the right strategic choice at the right time. This might cause a global phenomenon. 2 years ago, the company had an urge to expand into the West, but it was still quite young. However, this year, BCFI is planning to make a decision whether to expand their market to Europe and the U.S. next year or wait one more year. Hi, I'm texting about your manuscript. I'm so happy to hear from you. We are very interested in your fiction narrative. Really? I'm so excited. What do you need from me? Well, first we need to set up an appointment to discuss the details for editing and revisions at our Toronto office. I can schedule it now. What day are you available? How about Wednesday at 2 p.m.? Sounds good to me. I'll be there. Thanks for joining me. Because of the unusual heat, more people are using their ACs, increasing the use of power. To avoid a total collapse, we will begin rolling blackouts. When will the outages begin? How long will they last? The power outages will begin next week and will last approximately 2 hours. What is the Public Relations Department doing to let customers know about this? Ads about the power surges and conserving energy will be in the major newspapers as well as on TV and radio stations this weekend. What do we tell customers when they complain? I'll send a script that you can read and information on how to conserve energy that you can share with customers. I'm good with that. Unless any of you have any other questions, I will let Mrs. Quintanilla know that we are ready. Hi, Ikumi. Currently, I am on my way to the airport for the meeting in Washington tomorrow, but I left the agreement at the office. Can I ask a favor? Sure. Great. Let me know once you get to my office. I will call a security officer to let you in. I am at your office. Okay, just a moment. You should find it on the right shelf next to the travel guidebook section. I have it. What do you want me to do with it? Can you scan it or take a photo of it and attach it to an email? I'll print it out after I land in Washington, so before the meeting I will have some time to look into the insurance costs in detail. No problem. Thank you. Hi, everyone. How are the preparations going? Allison, were you able to book a room for our guest speakers? May, how are the workshop kits? I called the first 2 hotels on our list, but neither one had enough rooms available for the weekend. I'm going to call the 3rd one right now. My committee will be meeting at 1 p.m. to organize the items in the workshop kits. By the way, Gab, about the snacks. I think we're 10 people short. Okay, Stan. I'll arrange some extra funding later in the meeting. Thank you. I'll order some extra items. Thanks. Everyone, please don't forget about our meeting later at 3 p.m. May, please finish your team meeting by then so that you can be there on time. Also, each one of you must be ready with your committee updates. For more than 10 years, the Architect Organization has hosted the annual Architect Block Building Award. The Architect Organization started the Block Building Award in order to point out the importance of using blocks in modern buildings. Architects, architecture critics, and newspaper or magazine reporters may enter projects. To submit your block building, just click the button below and attach pictures of your project along with a summary of the building. 1. At least 75% of the project must be made of clay materials. 2. The project must have been built within the last 2 years. 3. The square footage of the building must be at least 5,000 square feet. 4. The use of the blocks must be an innovative style, something not traditionally used. You can find us on the corner of Gilligan and 4th. We are there Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. All Johnny's Food Truck toasted sandwiches are made fresh when you order. You can even call us from your office, then come down and get your order hot off the grill. Choose from the menu choices below or tell us your own favorite combination and we'll make it for you. Classic sandwich combinations: ham and cheese, roast chicken, or bacon, lettuce, and tomato. All classics are $9 each. Sharer sandwiches for 2 to 3 people. Shrimp mayonnaise, pulled pork, or spicy Mexican chicken. Sharers are $16.50 each. A free choice of fillings, corn, sliced tomato, and pickle is available. We also sell a wide selection of side dishes and non-alcoholic drinks. Call-in orders must be placed before 11:30 a.m. This is to inform you that you only have a week left to submit all required documents for the renewal of your store lease at our mall. As you may know, we review all lease contracts at the end of every year, so we would need to decide whether or not you will be permitted to remain in your space on the second floor. We would really appreciate it if you would give us the following documents as soon as possible: Annual Income Report, Customer Traffic Report, Miscellaneous Expenses Report, and copy of your business permit. Kindly insert these files into a large brown envelope and label it with your store name and contact number at the top left. Submit it to the leasing office on or before December 28th during office hours. We expect your immediate response. Meet up at Central Station. Tour Central Station and receive an explanation of the history of the building. Walk freely around the National Park. Take pictures of the sculptures. All-you-can-eat lunch buffet at a restaurant with a view of Mount Evans. Take pictures of the superb view. Take the mountain railway with a beautiful view. Eat some local foods and shop for souvenirs on Villay Street. Enjoy locally grown fruits watching the sunset at North Beach. I want to take a few minutes of your time to provide you with information about the most important meeting of the year, our shareholders meeting. The event will begin with Vice President of Production, Demetri Chavez, introducing our latest product in 2 languages an hour before the meeting. All staff are invited to attend and learn as much as possible about our latest edition. After the presentation of our newest innovation, we will hold the annual Zeinberg Shareholders Meeting. This will be an exciting gathering since we have met most of our projections and several staff members will be recognized for outstanding contributions to the company. The event beginning at 6 p.m. on the 30th of May will be held at the Regency Hotel Conference Room A. I will be making a presentation highlighting our successful year. A dinner will follow immediately after the shareholders meeting, but floor space will be limited. If you are interested in attending, please contact Mike Stefano at mike.stefano@zeinberg.org to reserve your place by the 25th of May. For more information on the meeting, go to www.zeinberg-shareholders-mtg-zeinberg.org. Congratulations on a fantastic year! Taylor Candy has been very successful, and this is due in large part to your excellent work in developing candy for young children. In fact, the new products that we launched last year were the best-selling candy in the country. I am very proud and grateful to you all. Because of this success, our plan for this year is to expand into a new country. There are several factors we need to consider before carrying out the plan. First, we will not target a country with less than 50 million people. Second, we would prefer to buy our ingredients locally, so the cost per kilogram needs to be less than $3.50. The final and most important criterion is the cost to set up a new factory, which should be less than $2 million. All of these criteria need to be met. We are at an exciting time in our company's history, and I am so glad that we have the best possible team behind us. Thank you for your continued work, and I look forward to a great adventure this year. The figures above are in U.S. dollars. Local currency was converted using the exchange rates on December 1st last year. Information was sourced from local consultants that we commissioned for the survey. Newport is planning to build a new library. Why don't you get involved? The new facility will replace the current library on Stonewell Street. Originally, the plan was to renovate that building, but it was soon obvious that it would be more cost-effective in the long run to construct a new library, which can also give us some exciting options. Most importantly, the Council, with input from you as future potential users of the library, needs to decide the best location. After much research, we have narrowed down the options to 4. For details, please look at the information below. Now we need to hear your views on this exciting new chapter in Newport's development. By September 30th, tell us what location you believe will best serve the community. Please feel free to send us an email at new.library@newportweb.com. The new facility will be more than just a library. There will be a music practice room, a bright and open common space for reading and meeting friends, a daycare room for senior citizens, and a computer room offering free job training courses for unemployed people. I am delighted to hear that Stonewell Street Library will be closed and be replaced by a new one with better, more modern facilities. I have been a regular visitor to the library for many years, and I have noticed how the building has aged badly compared to the library in Leith, which I am forced to travel to in order to use their computers. I am especially excited that you will be offering free computer training courses. I will definitely be signing up. As for the location, I hope you think about the environmental impact when choosing. Of course, the site on Elm Parkway is beautiful, but it would involve cutting down many trees. I think visitors should be discouraged from coming by car, so I believe the site nearest to the station with limited parking spaces would be the best. We are planning a tour of New York's arts and architecture for adults. If you are seeking an understanding of the season's most challenging exhibitions, we have created the right experience for you. The tour also includes an art history class, which will be held at the New York Museum. You will learn to appreciate original works of famous artists from the Middle Ages. During the month of May, the museum will exhibit the works of renowned artists such as Garcia Suarez and Alain Domingo. I am writing to confirm the art tour and history class you requested. The tour is scheduled for Saturday, May 10th at 10 a.m. at the main hall of the New York Museum. To accommodate individuals who have difficulties walking distances, the tour will not include this month's artist exhibits. The tour is 2 hours long with an hour break for lunch at 12 p.m. Additional breaks will be added if needed. The art history class will begin at 1 p.m., so visitors will need to pack a lunch. Please ensure that attendees wear rubber-sole shoes so as not to disturb the other tours. Based on requests, this month's outing will be an abridged tour of the New York Museum on Saturday, May 10th. We will follow the schedule below. Greenville will provide boxed lunches, so those who are interested must sign up with Susan Miller by Wednesday, May 7th. Please note that the lunch will not include drinks, so make sure to bring something to drink on your own. To celebrate its 100th anniversary, the Botanical Garden in Jedburgh is holding a series of fun and educational events on Saturday, June 15th. Morning, 10 a.m., the Big Butterfly Bash. A fun event for the family as our expert helps kids identify different species of butterflies, including a painting contest. Who can paint the most beautiful butterfly? Venue, Glass Conservatory. 10:30 a.m. Through the Lens. Official garden photographer Matt Lawson displays and talks about some of his most memorable images from his 10 years at Jedburgh. Venue, Exhibition Room. Afternoon, 1 p.m. Oh, orchids! Stroll through the conservatory west wing where, in a unique event, some of the world's rarest and most stunning orchids will be displayed for one day only. Venue, Glass Conservatory. 4 p.m. Wine and Wisteria. With a glass of fine wine in hand, walk under the delightful wisteria, enjoying the views. In case of rain, this event will be held in the conservatory. Over 21s only. Venue, Mason's Hill. I am the manager of the Jedburgh branch of Postcraft Stores. We heard about your forthcoming anniversary celebration and would like to offer sponsorship of one of the events. We would be most interested in sponsoring the Big Butterfly Bash, since the attendees of this event are the customers we are trying to attract to our store. We are prepared to supply all painting materials and a gift bag as a winning prize. In return, we would like our name to be displayed on promotional materials and notices for the event. I look forward to your reply. Comment: I had a lovely time at Event 100. It was a shame we had to move inside due to the rain, but the garden staff were very polite and the beautiful orchids kept us from being disappointed. Your invoice for planning services will be sent by December 20th. For inquiries, please contact one of our dedicated personnel. I am writing concerning the invoice for my company's planned recruitment event at North Pike Hotel next month. I originally contacted your colleague in planning, who I have been dealing with over the last few weeks, but was told I should talk with you instead. Management at Quotient Solutions has decided to postpone the event until the spring. This is due to uncertainty about the number of people we need to hire for our new production facility in Waterford. I would therefore like to amend the order, canceling the food and drink and removing that cost from the invoice completely. Please bill me for the other items, as these can obviously be used at a later date. Please accept my apologies for the inconvenience, and I look forward to receiving the amended invoice. Welcome to the largest collection of original signed historical documents, autographs, letters, and photographs in the United States. Collecting historical documents and autographs is like owning a part of history. Our collection is always growing and includes historical items related to politicians, musicians, scientists, explorers, artists, and more. Currently, there are over 20,000 items in our collection. We have several stores across the country, and our entire catalog is online. Please click on a category below to see more details. Purchases can be made with a credit card when using our online store. Signed letters or documents up to 50 years old, starting from $300. Or documents over 50 years old, starting from $600. Historical documents or famous autographs, starting from $200. Signed photographs up to 50 years old, starting from $200. Signed photographs over 50 years old, starting from $500. All of our items have been verified as original, and we will provide you with a certificate to confirm the items you have purchased are authentic. Take home a piece of history today. If you have an item we may be interested in buying, please email us at sales@historyhunters.com. I found your website through an internet search. I have a historical letter, and I am writing to ask whether you would be interested in purchasing it. The letter was written by Clarence Richardson with his signature. You may know he set a new record for his flight across the Atlantic Ocean. Mr. Richardson was stationed near my hometown, and he wrote a letter regarding the use of the airport during the war. I don't know exactly when he wrote this letter, but it must be at least 75 years old. I'm sure there are not many letters like this available. It is in very good condition as well. I believe this letter is extremely valuable. If you are interested, could you please provide me with a price estimate? If the estimate is suitable, then I can bring the letter in for inspection. I am writing to you to announce the release of our new X tablet. The new X tablet was awarded 5 stars in its division by Technology 5000 magazine. We expect sales will peak during the third quarter and help us finish the year with a strong profit. The new X tablet will be debuted at the meeting on November 30th with a formal presentation of its many new features. Also, we have established an event for the store selling the most X tablets during the month of December. Please refer to the attached flyer. The shipping department has developed new procedures for ensuring all orders are delivered within 2 business days. Your supervisor will send the information to you shortly. Thank you for your support. All Z-Con stores will participate in an X tablet sales event during the month of December. Results will be announced at the January gathering. Stores must meet the minimum quota of 500 devices first. All devices above the initial 500 will count for the contest. I am very excited about the new X tablet and its new features. As a matter of fact, our store has already received 150 orders for the new device. However, my store is 3 salespeople short. I interviewed for the positions and forwarded my recommendations to your office last week. I requested that you finalize the hiring process as soon as possible so that the new staff can be a part of the meeting on November 30th. Also, my store staff read the brochure and were immediately committed to attaining first place.